While there are at least 26 publicly traded corporations that own Bitcoin, only one company holds more than half of all cryptocurrency on corporate balance sheets. It isn't Tesla, the electric car company that accepts Bitcoin as payment and is led by a CEO who promotes cryptocurrency so intensely that his tweets are being investigated by the Securities and Exchange Commission. It is also not Square Company, the financial services startup founded by ex-Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey, whose Twitter bio notably just says #Bitcoin. But which company is that? Let's reveal that in today's video. But first, hello and welcome back to the channel. This is Financial and Investment Wisdom, and we're back with another incredible video. Here, we talk about the world of cryptocurrency, finance matters, and investments. So please, subscribe to the channel and enable alerts to be notified of each new upload. Without further ado, let's begin. Despite its recent history, Bitcoin has clearly hit the mainstream. Not only are retail investors buying it, but several large corporations are backing it as well. Case in point, business software technologist MicroStrategy. It's already the world's largest corporate Bitcoin holder, but management continues to add significantly to its vault. The economic implications of Bitcoin are enormous. According to Michael Saylor, Bitcoin is an intrinsic innovation similar to fire or electricity. Like similar discoveries, Bitcoin provides a new and straightforward way to preserve and transport energy across space and time. Bitcoin theory analyzes the reasoning behind why Bitcoin is an influential and inevitably global innovation. This video summarizes the logic behind MicroStrategy's $2.2 billion debt-financed Bitcoin position. Let's discuss the MicroStrategy Corporation background. MicroStrategy changed its goal to become totally virtual at the beginning of COVID-19. The business noted in its recent Q2 financial report that it aims to exploit the virtual wave to drive higher efficiency in go-to-market activities, which boosts overall profitability and offers additional resources to invest in research and development. MicroStrategy has developed steadily as a business intelligence company over the past year, demonstrating the success of the full virtual decision. MicroStrategy's digital asset strategy is an important part of its fully virtual approach. MicroStrategy has risen to become the world's largest corporate holder of digital assets after deciding to use Bitcoin as its main treasury reserve asset. MicroStrategy now owns 108,992 Bitcoins, owes $2.2 billion in debt, and pays a 1.5% interest rate. In a recent interview with CNBC, Michael Saylor stated, "Our point of view is being a leveraged Bitcoin long company." MicroStrategy's stock has a positive connection with Bitcoin's price performance due to the company's huge debt-financed Bitcoin purchases. Bitcoin has become an integral part of MicroStrategy's business strategy during the last year. The corporation believes that Bitcoin will continue to grow and has no plans to sell any of its BTC holdings. The majority of MicroStrategy's debt is held in convertible notes, with the rest being paid off when the company grows profitable. MSTR stock has become a de facto means for legacy investors to obtain exposure to Bitcoin as a result of MicroStrategy's leveraged Bitcoin position. As a virtual business intelligence company, MicroStrategy has a thorough understanding of the modern online scene. When it comes to the economic implications of emerging technology, the corporation chooses a long-term and macro perspective. The belief that Bitcoin will become the internet's main asset for value storage is at the core of the debate. Understanding the consequences of Bitcoin adoption can help in projecting what the internet might look like in the next 5 to 10 years. The company worth $3.6 billion owns 121,044 Bitcoin, a roughly 2.5 times larger crypto hoard than its nearest contender, Tesla. MicroStrategy's Bitcoin is now worth roughly $4.4 billion, which is about 25% more than the company's market capitalization. MicroStrategy bought its first tranche of Bitcoin in August 2020, citing worries that the US dollar would lose value thanks to the pandemic, financial stimulus measures from governments around the world, and global political uncertainty. CEO Michael Saylor wrote in a statement at the time, "This investment reflects our belief that Bitcoin, as the world's most widely adopted cryptocurrency, is a dependable store of value and an attractive investment asset, with more long-term appreciation potential than holding cash." MicroStrategy CEO Michael Saylor recently said that Bitcoin is going up forever, so the company's recent purchases shouldn't come as a surprise. Hey friend, we've made it halfway through our video and we sincerely hope you've enjoyed it thus far. If you have, please give us a thumbs up and turn on notifications to be notified of new uploads. What do you think of the information we've shared so far? Let us know your opinion in the comments below. Let's move forward with our video. Now I'm going to share MicroStrategy Bitcoin holdings. Here are MicroStrategy's total Bitcoin holdings over the last several months. On June 21, 2021, MicroStrategy purchased 13,005 bitcoins for $489 million at an average price of $37,617 per bitcoin. This purchase brought MicroStrategy's Bitcoin holdings to 105,085 bitcoins for $2.741 billion at an average price of $26,080 per bitcoin. On September 13, 2021, MicroStrategy announced that the company purchased 8,957 bitcoins for $419.9 million at an average price of $46,875 per bitcoin. This purchase brought MicroStrategy's Bitcoin holdings to 114,042 bitcoins purchased at an average price of $27,713 per bitcoin. On November 29, 2021, MicroStrategy purchased 7,002 bitcoins for $414.4 million at an average price of $59,187 per bitcoin. This purchase brought MicroStrategy's Bitcoin holdings total to 121,044, purchased at $29,534 per bitcoin. MicroStrategy purchased 1,914 bitcoins for $94.2 million on December 30, 2021. The average price per bitcoin was $49,229. This purchase brought MicroStrategy's total number of bitcoins to 124,391. MicroStrategy continued its buying on the dip strategy by purchasing 660 bitcoins for $25 million from January 1st to 31st, 2022. The average price per bitcoin was $37,865. This purchase brought MicroStrategy's total number of bitcoins to 125,051. MicroStrategy owns 125,051 bitcoins as of January 31st, 2022. The price for the bitcoins was $4 billion at an average price of $32,000 per bitcoin. So, what about risk analysis? All of these analogies indicate that Bitcoin will be widely used in the future. When you invest in Bitcoin or MicroStrategy, you're basically gambling on adoption. The good news is that if Bitcoin is widely adopted, it will be a net positive for humanity. The bad news is that this is something that big, powerful players want to avoid. The fact that Bitcoin is a multi-purpose, government-agnostic currency network can be advantageous. To remind you, here's a quick summary of MicroStrategy's Bitcoin investment mindset. Adoption, utility, productivity, and inflation all boost Bitcoin's value. Bitcoin is now the most efficient way to transport energy across space and time. Bitcoin efficiently redirects human productivity and provides complete sovereignty without the threat of violence. There are a variety of elements that can help Bitcoin flourish and produce a tremendous network effect. Unfortunately, MicroStrategy's thesis appears to be following Bitcoin's path and riding these elements as coattails. Speculating on how new technology will be adopted has always been a difficult task. However, historical patterns may be used to predict how Bitcoin will be used in the future. The amount you invest in Bitcoin or MicroStrategy should, like anything else, be proportional to your knowledge of the subject and your risk tolerance. MicroStrategy is a viable company in the business intelligence industry overall. Many of their clients are businesses that we deal with on a regular basis. For example, Coca-Cola, Amazon, and Disney are all clients of MicroStrategy. If we talk about MicroStrategy's financials, they have run into some struggles in some areas over the past few years. They have turned to the Bitcoin crypto market to add to their asset column. Bitcoin is still a novel technology. As a result, it can take a lot of time and energy to fully wrap one's brain around its place in society. Resolute Bitcoiners describe this learning process as developing an understanding of Bitcoin theory. Michael Saylor has usually described the analogies in public interviews. Saylor found out about Bitcoin in the year 2020. Nonetheless, it was his prior awareness of technological revolutions that prompted him to go all in. I strongly advise anyone interested in learning more about Bitcoin to listen to Saylor's in-depth podcast episodes. Saylor skillfully lowers Bitcoin's complexities using a common language during these talks. If you want to invest in MicroStrategy, keep in mind that you'll be taking a leveraged Bitcoin position. We're all done with today's episode. What do you think about MicroStrategy's Bitcoin holding strategy? What do you think about Bitcoin's future? Let us know in the comments below. That concludes today's video. Please subscribe to the channel and enable alerts to be notified of new uploads. This is Financial and Investment Wisdom, and we'll see you in our next video.